Hey, welcome back. This is part 2 of lesson 8.1. So we're just going to look at a couple more examples of frequency tables and we're going to complete them together. So if we look at this first example, it says Antonio surveyed 60 of his classmates about their participation in school activities and whether they have a part-time job. The results are shown in the two-way frequency table. Complete the table. So again, two-way frequency table is we're looking at two different categories. First category is whether or not the students have a job. Second category, what activities they are participating in. So you can see the categories under job, either yes or no, whether they have a job or not. And as far as activities, whether they're in clubs, sports, both, or neither. So clubs only, sports only, both, club and sports, or neither of those. And so we can look at these and we can see the numbers. So in Antonio's table, we can see that these are all the students, 12, 13, 16, 4, that all said yes to having a job and participate in these different activities. So we can see here we've got 12 plus 13 plus 16 plus 4. That adds up to 45. And then 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2. That adds up to 15, and now 45 plus 15 equals 60, which it should because it said he surveyed 60 of his classmates. If we go down this way, as far as students who only participated in clubs, 12 of them have a job, 3 do not. That is a total of 15 students in clubs only. Sports only, 18 students. Students that are in both activities, 21 students, and students that are in neither, that would be 8. And if we add 15 plus 18 plus 21 plus 8, that also adds up to 60, which it should because it's still surveying the same 60 students. Okay, so let's look at one more example. It says Jen surveyed 100 students about whether they liked baseball or basketball. Complete the table. So again, she just asked if they liked baseball, yes or no, and if they liked basketball, yes or no. So obviously there's going to be different combinations. Some might not like either. Some might like one or the other. Some might like both. For example, here, any of these yeses, these are students who liked baseball and basketball. So there's 61 of them. Whereas this category here, these are students who only liked basketball, did not like baseball. Okay, and then down here, these are students who didn't like basketball or baseball. Okay, and if we add these up, 61 plus 13, 74 students. 16 plus 10, 26 students. 74 plus 26 is our 100 students because she surveyed 100. And then if we also add up the columns, these categories, so out of all the students who said yes to liking basketball, 61 plus 16, there were 77. So 77 total students liked basketball. And then over here, 13 plus 10, 23 total students did not like basketball. And the totals, again, add up to 100. And you'll see as we start building on this, the advantages of a frequency table, it's a way to break down data. And that's something that you're going to have to consistently do when dealing with statistics, is we want to look at different pieces of data from different angles, from different perspectives, and be able to compare different types of data. You know, like one question might ask you to only talk about or compare students that did like basketball. Another one might only want students who only liked baseball. Another question might want to focus on both. And so it really depends on what group we want to focus on, or groups. Sometimes we look at more than one group at a time. Like for example, we might want to look at all the students who like at least one or more. Okay, so that would leave out only this one because these are the students who didn't like either one. But the other categories would all be counted because they would fit into students who like at least one or more. Okay, so that's where we're going to go with frequency tables eventually. So this is the end of this lesson. You'll notice that there are 2 more pages stapled this. Those are going to be your classwork problems that we're going to work on in class on Wednesday. So come prepared. ready to take a look at those problems after you've done these notes.